Good morning, my dear students. Here we meet again. I'm happy to be with you through online learning, and I want you, all of you, to be all in a good health. So, I want you to listen to me carefully. Today, we are going to explain A level. So, please be attention with me. My dear students, Prep 3, I'm happy to be with you again. So we are in close-up, Prep 3, Unit 7. The title of the unit is Right or Wrong. Today we are going to talk about grammar passive voice. So please listen to me carefully and prepare yourself and prepare your books to be with me. Today I'm going to explain to you the passive voice. So our aims today in Al-Mustaqbal Language School is to know how to use passive in different sentences. To know also how to change sentences from active voice into passive voice in different tenses. Number 3, to use the reported speech in different sentences, and also to write some different sentences in the reported speech using different tenses, and this will be your homework inshallah. Passive voice. As you see, we will start with the present simple. So we have a sentence. Just an example. Farmers grow cotton in Egypt. Farmers grow cotton in Egypt. I want you to change it into passive. Okay? But before we start, you have to know the parts of speech in this sentence. You will divide the sentence into parts. The first word, farmers, is subject. Grow is the second one. It will be the main verb. We have also the word cotton. It's the direct object, and after that in Egypt it's in indirect object. To change it into passive, of course, you have to follow some steps. What are our steps today? The steps. Number 1, yes, I can hear you, Karim. Excellent, Karim. Yes, begin with the direct object. Number 2, yes, David. Yes, David. Excellent. Write verb to be in a suitable tense for the main verb in the sentence. Number 3, yes, the girls. Yes. Okay, Pinar. What are the parts of verb to be? We have yes, right, be. This is the infinitive. Am, is, or are. And this is the present of verb to be. And was or were, the past of verb to be. We have also been, it's the past participle of verb to be, and we have also being, right, being for continuous tenses. Number 3, which is the step 3, yes. Who can say? Excellent, Malak. Write the past participle of the main verb. And number 4, right, yes, John, right, by then the subject, or you don't have to do so. You can as you like. You don't need to use step 4. So after that, change into passive. Farmers grow cotton in Egypt. Who can change it? Yes, excellent. I can hear you. Start, yes, steps. Number 1, start with the direct object. So cotton. Then look at the main verb, grow. It's present, so we bring is. After that, right, grow, you have to change it into grown, into the past participle. And I continue, complete our sentence. In Egypt, cotton is grown in Egypt. So the rule will be excellent. Yes, Kenzie. Am, is, are plus the past participle. So now I changed the sentence from active into passive. In the present simple, of course, I'm talking about mainly about the present simple, and we will see the rest of the tenses later. So, cotton is grown in Egypt. You can see it again. Change into passive. Farmers grow cotton in Egypt. So, you will start with the direct object, cotton. Right. Good, Muhammad. Then, you have to write is. Excellent, Yasin, because it's a present simple. After that, grown. Then, the rest of the sentence, in Egypt. You don't need to use by farmers. You don't need to use it. You can use it, of course, but you don't need to do so. So, cotton is grown in Egypt. What's our rule? Use am, is, or are plus past participle. Excellent. Good. Now, let's continue. We have also, after that, the past simple. Past simple. I will tell you a sentence and I want you to change it into passive. They wrote the lesson yesterday. You have to start with excellent. The lesson, good. Yes, was. After that, excellent. Yes, I can hear you. Written, the past participle, yesterday. So, the sentence will be the lesson was written yesterday. And don't forget, of course, to put the full stop. Then, the rule is excellent, good. Was, were, plus. Yes, Amir, excellent past participle of the main verb. So this is the past simple tense. They wrote the lesson yesterday. I started with the lesson. Then I chose was because it's a singular and past simple. After that, written the past participle of the main verb and yesterday. What about other tenses? We have the present continuous and past continuous. Yes, present continuous and past continuous. How to change them? Like this. Omar is drawing some pictures now. Omar, you can answer the sentence, by the way. Some excellent pictures. So I started with the direct object. Some pictures. Excellent. Are, because we have here is. Change it into are because this is plural. Are what? Yes, excellent. Bring verb to be being. So some pictures are being drawn now. You can say by Omar, or you don't need to do so. And full stop, of course. Some pictures are being drawn now. This is present continuous. What about past continuous? But you have to know the rule. Am, yes, then, is, then, are. Of course, I mean one of them. Am, or is, or are. And being, you have to put being. Then the past participle of the main verb. So this is the present continuous into in passive. Another sentence, we were eating lunch when he came. We were eating lunch when he came. I want you to change it into passive. You have to start with excellent. Lunch, yes, was being eaten when he came. So the same idea. You have to bring was or were plus being plus past participle. This is the past continuous and passive. Use was. Good. I can hear you. Yes, was, or were plus being, hero plus being plus, yes, good. Good, Ahmed. The past participle of the main verb. This is the past and the present continuous. After that we have also other tenses like, yes, I can hear you, present perfect and past perfect. Present perfect and past perfect. For example, Ali has just seen the thieves. Ali has just seen the thieves. I want you to change it into passive. Yes, good. You have to start with the thieves. Excellent, good. The girls, I can hear all of you. The thieves have just been seen. The thieves have just been seen. Have or has, good, plus been plus past participle. Have, has or have plus been plus past participle. This is the present perfect. What about the past perfect? They had met the new manager before lunch. They had met the manager before lunch. Change it into passive. Yes, excellent. Start with the new manager. This is the direct object. Had been met when before lunch. Excellent. So the rule will be the same idea like has or have, but here we use had. Had plus been plus past participle of the verb. So this is perfect tenses. What about modals? The modals, like, who can tell me? Yes, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. All these verbs, we call them modal verbs. For example, the boy will answer all the questions like you. Yes, so all the questions, what? Yes, bring will, then put x be plus past participle. Plus past participle. So all the questions will be answered by the boy. So I used here the modal will, then I put be and the past participle. Another example, using another modal verb, he could watch the movie yesterday. He could watch the movie yesterday. He was able to watch the movie yesterday. This is the meaning of the sentence. So start with the movie. The movie, yes, good. Then bring could, excellent. And put be, could be, watch it yesterday. So bring could and be, then the past participle. So you have to bring the modal, like, yes, who can say? Excellent, good. Yes, John, will or would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, must. All modal verbs. Then put be and the past participle. So here we came to the end of our lesson for today. So I want you to again remember what we said. For example, I start with the present simple, as I told you. Farmers grow cotton in Egypt. So cotton is grown in Egypt. Am is are plus past participle. After that, I told you to past simple. To talk about past simple, they wrote the lesson yesterday. We started with the lesson was written yesterday, so I used was or were plus past participle. Also, we learned about present continuous and past continuous using am, is, are plus being and past participle, was or were plus being plus past participle. After that, the perfect tenses, we have has or have plus been plus past participle, then had with been good plus past participle. I also told you about the modal verbs, and I told you that its rule is to use will, would, or the modal verbs generally, plus be plus past participle. And so we came to the end of our lesson for today. My homework to you is to look at your book close up. Open your book, okay, unit 7, and read the text. It was about criminals, as I told you in the last video, about young criminals. Okay, I want you to underline and to write the sentences which use the passive form. Okay, thank you. Hoping to you again, my dear students. I was happy to be with you. Thank you and goodbye.